However, Tom might have felt disposed to sell himself to the devil. He was determined not to do so to oblige his wife, so he flatly refused. Out of mere spirit of contradiction, many and bitter were the quarrels they had on the subject. But the more she talked, the more resolute was Tom not to be damned to please her. Tom, you grew uneasy for her safety, especially as he fumed she had carried off in her apron silver teapot, spoons, and every other portable article of value. There was one condition that need not be mentioned, being generally understood in all cases where the devil grants favours, but there were others, about which, though of less importance, he was inflexibly obstinate. He insisted that money flowed through his means should be employed in his service. He proposed that Tom should employ it in the black traffic, that is to say, fit out a slave ship. This Tom resolutely refused. Finding Tom too squeamish on this point, he didn't insist upon it, but proposed instead he should turn usurer, the devil being extremely anxious for the increase of usurers, looking at him as his peculiar people. Still, in spite of all the strenuous attention in forms, Tom had a lurking dread that the devil, after all, would have his due, that he might not be taken unawares. Therefore, it is said he always carried a small Bible in his coat pocket. He had also a great folio Bible on his counting-use desk, and would frequently be found reading it when people called on business. On such occasions he would lay his green-tinted spectacles on the book to mark the place while he turned round. Some say that Tom grew a little crack-brained in his old days, and fancying his end approaching, he had his horse newly shod, saddled, and bridled, and buried with its feet uppermost, because he believed that at the last day the world would be turned upside down, in which case he should find his host standing ready for muting. It was determined at the worst to give his old friend a run for it. Such was the end of Tom Walker and his ill-gotten wealth. Let all griping mini-brokers lay the story to heart. The truth of it is not to be doubted. The very hole under the oak trees where he dug Kid's Minnie is to be seen to this day, and the neighboring swamp and old Indian fort are often haunted in stormy nights by a figure on horseback in morning gown and white cap, which is doubtless the troubled spirit of the usurer.